As promised, we are joined right now with Game Warden Tim Walker. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. You're here today to talk to us a little bit about Memorial Day safety. So we're approaching Memorial Day weekend. Tons of people are going to be out on the water, celebrating, remembering those who have given so much for us. What are the biggest concerns law enforcement wise as people embark on this holiday?
Well, from a game warden standpoint, of course, we're going to be on our area lakes, doing water safety checks, checking boaters, and one of our biggest concerns overall is just safety. A lot of times what we see are a number of people, families that are gathered together, and people are throughout the day or throughout the weekend are constantly on and off of boats, on and off of jet skis. And so what we see oftentimes is that if there is a group that has a couple of jet skis, and there may be 10 people that are on and off of these jet skis, but nobody has gone over safety regulations or safety protocol when operating a jet ski. And it may be that they're not real familiar with operating jet skis. And so a lot of times we'll wound up with a accident involving jet skis, generally because the people aren't familiar. They didn't realize that in order to have control over the jet ski, you got to get on the throttle. They may not have looked over their shoulders when they were turning and collided with another jet ski. Something else that we see often is people, they'll go from one boat to the next. They'll have 1 minute we'll have plenty of life jackets. The next minute they're 3 life jackets short. And so a lot of times when they go on their outing, they don't double check to make sure there's a wearable life jacket for everybody. So those are pretty common. And then we deal with those boat operators that have consumed too much alcohol. So we have the boating while intoxicated violations there, which is the same as driving a vehicle, is 0.08. So at that point, you're intoxicated. So the same thing in a vehicle also applies to operating a boat as well.
And I think that's a good point to bring up, because I don't feel like a lot of people recognize that you also have to experience the same regulations when driving a boat that you do any other vehicle. You have to stay below that 0.08 limit on your drinking. And when we're approaching a holiday season that quite a few people do use in order to blow off some steam, let's say, and go have a drink on the lake while they're boating, they forget to remember how much they're actually drinking. Now, so we've covered drinking on the boat, proper jet ski usage, as well as the amount of life jackets. What can people do just to ensure that they don't experience any issues, above all when they're out on the lake celebrating this weekend?
Just double check your water safety equipment, life jackets, your Type 4 throwable device. Make sure you have a serviceable fire extinguisher. Make sure you have a serviceable sound producing device, whether it be an air horn, a whistle. If you're going to use the horn that's on your boat, make sure it works or that it's loud enough. Check your navigation lights and make sure that they operate properly, because it seems over the years I've noticed that the two things that will fail a boat operator is a horn when they need it, and or their navigation lights don't work when it's time. You have to turn your navigation lights on at sunset. So at that point, just double check all your safety equipment each time you go out.
Alrighty, well, Gabe Warden Walker, is there anything else that you would like to let our viewers know, or anyone else celebrating this weekend know, before they embark on their festivities?
Just make safety your number one priority. We're all out to have a great time around this holiday weekend, going to visit family, hanging outdoors, swimming, boating, but just make safety your number one priority. That way we can continue to have these great outings, enjoy the outdoors, and not have to experience a tragedy.
Alrighty, once again, Game Warden Tim Walker, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
Stay safe.